Hello there, and welcome to our daily devotional for April 15th, 2021. Today we're going to talk about work, and our verse for the day comes from Psalm chapter 90, verse 17, which says, "And may the Lord our God show us his approval and make our efforts successful." Yes, make our efforts successful. This begs the question, how do you view your work? The labor that we do on a daily basis, whether we're still employed for gainful employment or whether we're working for volunteerism or whatever it might be. How do you view your work? Are you happy with it? Or does what you're doing make you feel like you hate it every day of your life? You can't stand what it is that you're doing. You know, it's estimated that from reports that we can get from career counselors nationwide, a vast majority of those who are still in the workforce, still working, see ourselves as victims of unfulfilling and tedious and draining and worthless labor. And then what makes this even worse is that oftentimes those who suffer through these kinds of feelings then resort to all sorts of negative or harmful ways to try to escape them. The good news is, as with God, all things can be good. The good news is that Christianity has always provided a relationship between work and worship, living worship, and blessings. Because the gifts and the talents that God provides to us all, following our acceptance of salvation through Jesus Christ, those are intended to bring about healing and wholeness as well as glorifying God. What a difference, what an amazing difference this can make. Every form of labor can be perceived in two very different ways. It can be seen as either a necessity of this life that we must suffer through, or it can be another means of bringing God into our lives in what we think and feel and say and do. And that first perspective, that's in line with an existence that's separate from God. But the other allows the risen Christ to shine in and through us all. Our passage for the day is going to be from Psalm chapter 90. I'll read to you verses 13 through 17 from the New Living Translation of God's holy word. O Lord, come back to us. How long will you delay? Take pity on your servants. Satisfy us each morning with your unfailing love, so we may sing for joy to the end of our lives. Give us gladness in proportion to our former misery. Replace the evil years with good. Let us, your servants, see you work again. Let our children see your glory. And may the Lord our God show us his approval and make our efforts successful. Yes, make our efforts successful. Praise God. He gives us what we need to be empowered to make a difference. Now, additional suggested readings that coincide with today's theme are from 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verses 6 through 15, and 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 7 through 11. Blessings to you and yours from the Ion Community Church.